Yo, collect and connect.
Blake and Chad. Chad
and Blake.
Collect
and connect.
Blake and Chad's Collect and Connect.
This is Luke Chu. Dave Persue.
Blake and Chad's.
This is
Blake and Chad's.
This is
Collect and Connect.
Real quick, Chad, are you a brony?
A brony?
Yeah, is that My Little Pony behind you?
No, that's Toki Doki.
But okay, all right.
Yeah, some Toki Doki. No, it's for the daughter's collection.
I love it. No, I was because
I'd love to find some My Little Pony, but I've yet to come across a whole lot around where I am here and whatnot. And you know, like my sisters, I know exactly what those are. Like they had all.
So I have two daughters. Yeah, I have two daughters. So, you know, we went through My Little Pony and I kind of got into it, you know. I wasn't buying the toys or anything, but I was like, all right, I can handle this show. It's actually pretty good.
That's actually from the VV app, those Tokiokis. They have the NFT. The Chat actually probably went and got the physicals. Like I said, we got a problem now. So we get the NFT, then the physical. It's sort of a thing we do. So
that's really cool. I'm hoping to create some of that with BunnyKitty as well. So, you know, everything is in the works. And
the Phygital, man, the Phygital is where it's at, I think.
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah. So on both platforms, I have a few handles that I operate. I have BunnyKitty Official on Instagram, and I also have We Are Wet Paint. So that's the wet paint traveling show I do with my partner Wayne COD.
I want to talk about that too. I was looking into that a little more too.
It's definitely written down for as a question.
That's his first question.
No, we have a BunnyKitty Twitter as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
BunnyKitty Twitter. Yeah, I'm looking at all of them here, but on your main page, on Instagram at Persue1, I see you have all the links there. At BunnyKitty Official, at Wet Paint.
I do, right?
Yeah. So go right to that, everybody. Definitely click in and go give them a follow.
When did the Slugganauts first originate?
Oh, I came up with the first drawings of the Slugganauts. I'd probably say like late 2003, 2004. I think it probably had a lot to do with because I was playing in bands at the time, and I also, you know, was wanting to do a collaboration at the time with my brother, who is a singer and a songwriter, and he's been in many rock and roll bands, and he still performs to this day, you know. So and I looked at it as a way that I could pay homage to all the strange bands I grew up listening to, all the post-punk and death rock stuff that came out of LA and the UK and stuff, you know. This sort of vibe and how to like work it into the story of BunnyKitty and the interaction between the characters and storyline and all that stuff. So like they're like a post-apocalypse like metal band, you know, and I think the first art was around 2004. Whew. You know, it's funny because I had the idea and I was all, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to tie it into BunnyKitty. BunnyKitty's going to have BunnyKitty music. It's going to be BunnyKitty records. I'm going to do the Slugganauts. I'm going to do all this other stuff, you know. And then I went over to my brother's house for like a party or something. This is 2003, 2004. And then MTV was on and the Gorillaz come on. And I'm just like, oh, shit. This is it. This is what I want to do. And they're doing it. And I was like, fuck.
Just a few minutes too late.
And I'm such a big fan of the Gorillaz and what they've done through the years, you know, and I was like, man, if I could only just make the right relationships and get something going with BunnyKitty. I know BunnyKitty could be the music and the record company, and you know, there's going to be metal with the Slugganauts, and with BunnyKitty, there's going to be like a K-pop vibe, and with you know, Rilla, there's going to be the rap vibe, and you know, these guys and these people that I signed with MNRK Records have those resources, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that's gonna be dope, man.
So here we are 20 years later, and
that's what I'm saying, like it's like coming to life right now, right? It's
it's happening though.
Yeah, it's happening. But through the years, I was proactive, you know, and regardless of whether people were, you know, accepting of it or came out to the shows, and which they did, you know, because they usually just played Halloween on down in San Diego, where I'm from. And you know, they'd bring the crowd, and people loved it because they were like, oh, this is Persue sort of experimenting. And you know, this is my hometown, so you know, people are generally like really supportive about like what I've done. Yeah, they got my back, man. I feel it even more these days, you know. So like, because I had to leave San Diego in order to really get BunnyKitty popping, you know. I moved to New York, yeah, so you know, I did the live shows. If you go on, you know, YouTube and Google the Slugganauts, you'll see a live recording I did of my brother performing as the Slugganauts back in 2010. Yeah.